The name Kelis Rogers is well known to most teenagers of the early 90s. The singer, born in New York, responsible for taking our minds on wild imaginative journeys with her hit single Milkshake, is also known for her powerful hits like Bossy, with the questionable poodle found in the music video, Trick Me, and Caught Out There. This woman was once an R&B goddess until she vanished, which leaves us with the question, what happened? Hello everyone and welcome to True Celebrity Stories. Today we'll get deep into the life of Kelis, but before we dive into the video, please make sure to like, share and subscribe. Also, do not forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. Kelis Rogers was born and raised on the Upper West Side of Manhattan in the Frederick Douglass Houses. Her first name is a combination of her mother's name Eveliss and her father's name Kenneth. Her father was a former professor at Wesleyan University and was also into jazz music, playing as a Pentecostal minister. Her mother Eveliss, who inspired her to pursue her music career, is a Chinese-Puerto Rican fashion designer. Kelis is the third born, having 3 siblings who are all girls. As a child, Kelis played instruments like the violin, saxophone and piano, while also singing in church choirs. She did all this attending a private school known as a Manhattan Country School. Kelis shaved off all of her hair while she was just 13 years of age, and in an interview with Charlotte Roche, Kelis mentioned that her parents kicked her out of the house because of her bad behavior, stating that she and her mother would always have extended arguments. Despite this, she continued her education at the Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School of Music and Art and Performing Arts, where she formed the R&B trio known as Black Ladies United. Before graduating high school, she also worked as a sales associate and bartender. Afterward, a friend of hers introduced her to a group consisting of Chad Hugo and Pharrell Williams known as the Neptunes, and they formed a strong bond, after which she got signed by Virgin Records. The thing is, unlike most celebrities, Kelis is not fond of Los Angeles. One main reason Kelis has not released an album for a while has something to do with her dislike for Los Angeles, also known as the city stars go to shine. "I hate LA," she mentioned to The Guardian in 2020. "I was only ever there for work because it's not like New York or London. There's nowhere to go after 10 at night. So suddenly you're getting up early in the mornings and you're juicing and you're hiking." It turns out the record companies did not know what to do with Kelis when she was a part of the scene. The Guardian gave a perfect summary of this notion, writing, "Kelis was often called hard to place, refusing to be restricted to the R&B and hip-hop boxes into which young black artists are often shoved." Kelis and Macy Gray were acknowledged as the first set of black women to be considered unique, unlike many other female singers. Although her independence may be seen as an accomplishment, her attitude and hunger for freedom just might have been her downfall. "The issue of race has been such a big part of my entire career," the superstar mentioned to The Guardian during an interview. Kelis also mentioned something similar on Instagram after she posted a picture with the caption, "If the music industry wants to support black lives, labels and platforms can start with retroactively paying back all the black artists that have built their empires on." And in 2015, Kelis released a cookbook. We all know Kelis's milkshake makes the taste buds sing for joy, but her culinary talents are worlds greater than sugary foods. To train, she took a break from recording albums at the prestigious Le Cordon Bleu as a saucier. "I have 7 albums under my belt and I've never felt so accomplished," the former chart topper informed Time in 2015 during an interview. "It's funny though, because even having gone to school and having done everything that every other trained chef has done, people still want to question or discredit me or make it like, oh cute." That same year, the award winner released a cookbook titled My Life on a Plate, which gives people a glimpse of her story through her food. According to Cuisine Noire, as a kid in New York, Kelis watched her mother take care of the catering business from home. This served as the main source of inspiration that motivated her to pursue her culinary career many years later. As the outlet noted, along with her acclaimed cookbook, she has owned shows on the Food Network and Cooking Channel, appeared as a guest judge on Bravo's Top Chef Masters, and starred in her Damn Right, Kelis Cooking is Better Than Yours. Let's talk a bit about Pharrell Williams. Pharrell Williams is the sort of celebrity that is loved by everyone. He's collaborated with countless artists including Ed Sheeran, Britney Spears, and even Gwen Stefani. With out-of-this-world hits such as Happy under his belt, Williams genuinely seems like a people person, which left some people confused when Kelis mentioned she did not like him. Speaking with The Guardian in 2020, Kelis talked at length about her success, mentioning her debut album Kaleidoscope, which was released in 1999. Holding her shoulders high, she did not fail to recognize the femininity of the album, how spontaneous it was, and especially how outspoken it was. Unfortunately for her, Kaleidoscope also musters sad memories of her former friends Chad Hugo and Williams Hugo. During an interview, Kelis mentioned mentioned that she had the notion of working with the Neptunes being an adventurous and creative ride, but those notions crashed when things did not go as planned. She mentioned that the Neptunes tricked her and lied to her, which motivated her to record the song known as Trick Me. She also mentioned that after releasing her first 2 albums produced by the Neptunes. We can't just talk about Kelis without mentioning her allegedly abusive husband. In 2009, photos of a bruised Rihanna were all over the internet, Chris Brown being responsible for the punches at the time they were dating. 4 years after that incident, Emma Roberts was arrested with charges of domestic violence for beating up her man, Evan Peters. As all these were going on, Kelis was not able to speak up, which led a lot of people to believe that her relationship was all fun and smiles. Being one of the top couples in hip-hop, Kelis and Nas got married in 2005 and stayed married until 2009 when they got divorced. During an interview with Hollywood Unlocked in 2018, she mentioned that her marriage was completely perfect. There was a lot of just mental and physical abuse, she said. I probably would have stayed longer had I not been pregnant, because I did love him and because we were married. Naturally, people started to dislike Nas after that interview. After 5 months of saying nothing, Nas eventually responded to the accusations in a now deleted Instagram post saying that he felt insulted and he was not happy that his friends were insulted too. He also claimed that he would never hit a woman, which people did not believe at all. With the flames of her album titled Kaleidoscope still burning, Kelis took a short break, after which she got into the studio to make some more magic. In 2001, she released Wonderland. I think that's a very clear step up from my last album, she admitted to MTV News. It's a personal record. It's the kind of record that like the entire world could hate it, and I'd still be in my house going woohoo. Despite all this, Kelis did not get a chance to see how the public reacted to her song. Amid a series of industry anomalies and record label issues, Kelis' Sophomore album did not get the chance to flourish like the others. Kelis left her record label when it was released in Europe, which led to the album not being released in the US. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that it was produced by the Neptunes. What do you think? Well, Kelis claimed that they scammed her of some money. All thanks to the emergence of streaming platforms, Wonderland could be heard from anywhere in the world. Kelis remains a once-in-a-generation legend and one of the most important people when it comes to female R&B. Having extensive knowledge and experience in culinary practices, Kelis decided to show off her cooking skills in 2014 with a cooking series starring the crooner titled Saucy and Sweet, which gave her fans an idea about how much she loved culinary practices. In 2020, Netflix released a show titled Cooked with Cannabis, starring Kelis, who was a co-host. It is a cooking competition that has its contestants cooking with cannabis. How crazy is that? While Kelis made a point to tell Thrillist that she did not cook with marijuana, she believed that a kind of vessel was the best choice when using it to cook. I think sauces work well. I've had some amazing infused olive oils and kinds of butter and complemented everything well, she spoke. Between hosting a cooking competition, raising her kids, running her farm, and gearing up to regularize her music career, would say life for Kelis is going well. It's something one would notice after spending time with her, which is precisely what The Guardian did during a 2020 conversation with her. I'm absolutely fine, she stated, hugging the interviewer. So does Kelis miss being regularly in the spotlight? It did not seem so during an interview with Essence, and her current style is completely different from the style she used in her music videos. I couldn't care less, she admitted to the outlet, before saying that she loved clothes worn at home. She also has a lot of strange sources of inspiration, one of them being from the movie titled Peaky Blinders. This was evident when she mentioned that she always felt like dressing like the men in the movie after watching a few episodes. I think she'd pull it off well. To celebrate the 20th year since Kaleidoscope has been released, Kelis announced that she would be touring Europe and the United Kingdom, but her tour was cut short due to the pandemic. What do you think about all of this? Drop your answers in the comments section. Before you leave, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on new content about your favorite celebrities. I will see you in the next video.